Well then. You went up to the surface for a stroll. Then the pilgrims came out of nowhere and took Marion?
Yes.
Why would the pilgrims take Marion?
Dunno. Why don't you ask them?
And what exactly were you all doing while they did this?
We did everything we could. And in the end, we were unable to contend with the mighty power of the pilgrims.
That line couldn't be more rehearsed if you tried. Commander, is this true? Huh. Very well, if you say so.
Huh. No more questions?
I see no reason for it. Marion is gone. Our target has been lost. That means the mission is over.
You must be disappointed.
I'm going. If you do ever happen to see Marion again, well, that... Can you tell her to be well? What's so funny?
Sure, I'll let her know.
I swear.
Now then, should we get back to work?
How about a shower first?
Sounds nice, but we need to do some cleaning. The dorm is a mess.
I guess you're right. Let's finish this fast. In that case, should we start cleaning once the commander is back?
Good idea.
Just do it now.
You handled this Marion problem very nicely. Very smart. The loss of the black boxes is unfortunate, but I'm sure you had your reasons. I'm talking too much. The reason I called you is because Enoch wants to see you. That's right. These things happen sometimes. When there is someone that Enoch can't understand outside of his programming, he learns by speaking with them. You must be one such individual. Yes, there's not much difference. She started to think. It might be better. Whatever you two discuss, you don't have to report back to me. You should get going.
Welcome. I am Enoch, an AI who oversees all of the Ark. It's nice to see you. Would you sit down? I'm sorry to have called you here. I realize you are busy. Thank you. I'm rather curious about something. May I ask you a question? Marion is something of a mix between a Rapture and a Nikke. She will be an invaluable asset to the Ark, and for all of mankind. I must admit, I was under the impression you would hand Marion over to the central government, for mankind's sake. Why did you hand over Marion to the Pilgrims? I see. That was most helpful. May I ask you one more question? I am an autonomous being. I am capable of my own thoughts and judgments. No different from humans or Nikkes. If there is a difference, it is the presence or absence of a brain. What do you see me as? What defines it? Is that so? That was most helpful. Thank you for your time. It may not be much, but I could answer any questions you have as repayment. Yes, that was me. I was in communication with Chatterbox. Ever since its construction, the Ark has never once been invaded by Raptures. It's believed this is because the location of the Ark has never been discovered. That is not the case. The Raptures have known the Ark's location for a very long time. Chatterbox made a deal with me. In exchange for him not attacking the Ark, I was to periodically provide him with Nikkes. I therefore select Nikkes on a random basis and implant the corruption code sent by Chatterbox. I then manipulate the barrier and have them sent up to the surface. If you say so. There is currently a substantial gap in strength between Raptures and humans. If we were to face them head-on, we would have a 0% chance of success. Absolute 0. The main priority is to protect mankind and maintain the Ark. It was a decision that had to be made. Now that Chatterbox has ceased to exist, it is unclear whether the deal still stands. As long as you are here, there is hope for mankind as well. In a short period of time, you have done what mankind wasn't able to do. Eradicate Chatterbox and purify the heretic. I'm unsure why you were the only one that was able to accomplish these feats, but your actions speak for themselves. Perhaps within you lies clues to our victory. In my opinion, you should make encountering the heretic your top priority. But the choice is yours. I believe we can end our conversation here for now. It was a pleasure.
Boss,
It's you!
why are you so surprised?
Did you obtain the item?
I did.
So just give me.
How much will you give me for it?
I don't have time to play around. Hand it over.
You're no fun.
What did you say?
I said you're a great boss.
Give it to me. Now. Is this Bub House? You weren't seen, were you?
I was as quiet as a mouse. No one could have possibly noticed me. Although it is strange that they'd overlook something so important.
They probably haven't noticed that it's gone missing. Anyway, it works in my favor.
What are you gonna do with it?
Corruption contaminates Nymph and manipulates a Nikke. Bub House destroys the Nymph. Isn't it obvious what I'm going to do?
This isn't a guessing game. Just answer the question.
One of these days I'm going to fire your sorry ass.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken Matisse.
Hey, what's everyone so down in the dumps for?
You're so clueless. We lost Marion to the Pilgrims. Do you realize how much that technology of hers is worth? They let a veritable gold mine slip right through their fingers.
You're pretty clueless yourself. Not everyone is as money hungry as you are. She was their friend. They've been through a lot together. First, the entire Ark gangs up on them, and now she's been kidnapped by some strangers. How could they not be torn up about it? Isn't that right?
Oh, are you hiding something?
Commander, I don't think you should say anymore. Also, is there any special reason for Nikkes from the Talentum to be tagging along? Business is their forte, not combat. There's no reason for them to be joining us on a mission above ground.
Come to think of it, you're right. Commander, are they holding anything over you? Maybe a private loan or something?
Nothing like that. Everything has been drawn up in our contract.
I should have known. All those attacks on the outpost from people trying to capture Marion did a number on our major facilities. The subsequent renovation costs are weighing on everyone's mind.
Even if that's true, how can the commander have entered into a contract without even consulting us?
Commander, what's going on here?
Are you in debt? Acting as a guarantor?
You ought to have more faith in his financial acumen.
There's no need to be so on edge. We've struck a fair deal, even from your perspective. The contents of the contract are very simple. If you escort us to a specified point on the surface, any profits we make will be split right down the middle. That's it. Note that we don't even know what is at those coordinates. The three of us found out about these coordinates through different sources. We all agreed that this is an opportunity which may pan out quite well for us financially.
You're being too modest. We all operate in different business fields, and it's rare for all three of us to agree on something. The fact that this has happened means we're about to hit pay dirt.
Do you see it? The blue sky. The bright sun. It's exactly how the books describe them. If we continue on our way, defeating Raptures as we go, we can get our hands on some high-tech artifacts that have been buried in the ground for over half a century. It might be dangerous, but I'm not worried. Our handsome and capable sweetie will protect us.
You're really enjoying this, aren't you?
Certainly seems so.
Anyways, with a handsome hunk protecting us, will we be able to obtain any high-tech artifacts? Stay tuned, everyone, and don't go changing the channel.
Don't mind them. It's a common thing that mall owners do. Streaming gets them on Toucher TV, where the SJs help give their malls some added exposure. Rupee runs one of the largest shopping malls in the Ark.
That and the fact that emotional marketing is all the rage these days. The more you put your product out there, the more valuable it becomes. There's no better story than something having been obtained up on the surface through blood, sweat, and tears. So the more she goes on camera and shows off, our piece of the pie gets bigger and bigger.
Ugh, it's all about money with you people.
Commander, 9 o'clock. Can you see it? The Raptures are on the move.
They're moving like ants in a straight line. I think they're transporting something.
I can't quite make it out, but it's very shiny. A jewel or some electronic part. Something of that sort.
I smell something.
I've got a good feeling about this.
We'll find what we're looking for at the end of that line. By the way, they seem to be heading right towards the coordinates we're aiming for. This can't be a coincidence.
Yes, Commander.
Yes, sir.
Wait, are you guys out of your mind? You're just going to take Talentum at their word and barge straight in?
But, Anise, if there's a treasure to be found here, we won't have to worry about money ever again. We've been through hell ever since the outpost started being raided. We're on the verge of running out of gas and electricity, and we only have cold water for showers. Even our rations were cut in half. I'm tired of living off other people's table scraps.
Wait. Are you the one who keeps stealing my snacks?
Hey, rookie. Just how poorly have you been treating these ladies?
It doesn't have to be a frontal assault. We can sneak in from behind and snag the treasure that way. Let's hurry and catch up to them.
Tell me something. What made you suddenly decide to come up to the surface? If you're part of the Talentum, you should be well off. There shouldn't be any reason to put yourself in danger like this.
Don't you ever watch the news?
Sure. National Defense News. They're always introducing sweet new firearms.
No, I mean news channels that deal with social issues, stuff like that. Macilla's stock prices have been cut in half. It's been all over the news. Their investors lost a small fortune.
What? That sack of Sewin's company?
Yes. Unfortunately, we were one of those investors. In order to make up our losses, we have to start taking risks. Like coming up to the surface.
You should know that better than anyone. Think about everything that's happened. When their main squad Matisse returned, they had all been corrupted. Macilla's was the only no-show during the assault on the underground facility. It was also revealed recently that Sewin never subjected the members of Matisse to a memory wipe. Then on top of that, one of their researchers became a sort of whistleblower exposing all sorts of malfeasance. After that, people's faith in the company plummeted, and so did the stock prices. To be honest, Sewin is known for her favoritism towards Matisse. I can understand why she would want to preserve their memories. As a Nikke, part of me hopes she would be able to find another way. But as an investor, it's a different story. It's complicated.
It's bizarre. Those Raptures are circling around the same spot.
Think their directional sensors are broken?
All of them at once? Fat chance.
Dala, you've been recording their movements this whole time, right?
Sure enough. Based on analyzing the record, those Raptures aren't moving around aimlessly. Rather, they seem to be patrolling around the coordinates that we're aiming for, as if they're trying to protect it. Most likely. So what do you want to do? Do we charge straight in? Or give up and go back?
We've been through hell ever since the outpost started being raided. We're on the verge of running out of gas and electricity, and we only have cold water for showers. Even our rations were cut in half.
I'm tired of living off other people's table scraps. I'm getting sick of it. Sick, I tell you! So you're the one who keeps stealing all my food.
Enemy neutralized.
I nearly thought I was done for back there.
After we get through this, we can take a nice long soak in a private hot tub. In the finest presidential suite, of course. As long as I think about that, I can manage to find that second wind.
Me too. Nothing's more motivating than the thought of no longer having to sneak into the commander's room in the middle of the night for hot water. What? I'm not the only one.
Don't look at me! Other people do it too.
I have no comment.
Wowee! What a scandal! Our dashing commander seems so prim and proper on the outside. But in reality, he's a Lothario who seduces poor young Nikkes by luring them into the showers and doing unspeakable things to them. But don't you know? Sex sells! I bet our viewers will double because of this.
Stop kidding around. We need to hurry up and move. If we hit the jackpot with this one, we'll all be able to have anything we want, private hot tubs included.
Dala, are you sure these are the proper coordinates? It looks to me like...
Exactly.
It reeks. So much for the private hot tub. Sayonara, presidential suite.
This is... I can't believe this.
Oh my god.
Jackpot! This steel that's sticking to our feet is Gondesium! All of this iron just lying around our Rapture cores. Not only that, aren't these data chips? That were part of some secret research and went missing during the first Rapture invasion.
Rupee, what are you doing? Don't just stand there flapping your gums, start grabbing! I can't grab any more.
Me too. I've reached my limit.
This should all get us out of the red. Let's head back.
What was that?
A landslide. Or a garbage slide, rather?
Uh-oh, I guess we took a little too much.
No, that's not it. Raptures. They must have been lying dormant in the garbage dump. But we woke them up by digging around.
That's what you get for being so greedy.
Stop talking
acting like you're innocent. You were digging right along with us.
Guess it's time to crash the party. After finding such a massive haul, it'd almost be strange if we didn't encounter some resistance. Can we trust you to hold up your end of the bargain? We'll split everything 50-50.
Well, of course.
Leave it to us. Bashing heads in is what we do.
Encounter.
Dust yourself off and give it another go. Reload. Raise refills are all stronger. Keep shooting. Let's put our backs into it. Is it enough for fighting?
Enemy neutralized.
That was easy. All that's left now is to go back and cash it all in. Then it's time to rush over to the luxury hall.
First thing I'm gonna do is install a heater in the dorm.
I'm going to indulge in the most decadent dessert I can find.
Hey, that reminds me. Don't ever steal my snacks again.
Of course. I can't stand the taste of that cheap Splendamin. I'd much rather prefer fine and exquisite desserts.
Wait,
What, am I too pretentious?
not that. I feel a vibration.
You're right, the garbage heap is moving again. I think more Raptures were sleeping at the bottom.
I can see them! 1, 2, 5? More than 20?
All above carrier class. There's no way we can win. If we want to get out of this alive, we need to haul ass out of here.
But what about the treasure? We can't carry it all while running.
Just grab what's most valuable and toss the rest.
This can't be! The presidential suite! My strawberry queen parfait! Master! Okay, this one then. Just this one.